Today we're going to discuss poppy seeds. Poppy seeds create a lot of confusion and disruption mentally when it comes to making certain decisions and going in the right direction if you want to turn someone against their will. The poppy seeds are great to use, but I want to discuss a little bit more so that those of you that are thinking about just throwing poppy seeds among somebody don't have the wrong idea on how to necessarily use them. Okay? So, say for example, you want to work on an enemy and you decide you're going to use my confusion oil and you're going to use my fuck it up oil and you're going to combine some poppy seeds inside. What I would tell you is not to jump directly into using the poppy seeds by themselves. Poppy seeds have a way of also helping others to know that they're fully and heavily being confused and possibly through witchcraft, and it can point them in the direction that you don't want them to be pointed on, which is you. And if you aren't protecting yourself correct, you aren't cleansing on a regular basis in between spells, then it's going to be very possible that the first person they feel the confusion is being sent from is you. Poppy seeds have a way of doing that. So if you're working a black skull on someone, what I tell you to do is combine. Combine the poppy seeds with the mustard seeds that I showed you in the last video. Combine them then along with some herbs to disrupt and create chaos, lemon verbena. So now you have confusion going. You have them arguing with several people. You have their activities disrupted and in dismay. And now it's going to be much easier for them to be confused and to believe that every single person around them is creating this chaos. They're not going to know which direction to go. Because first of all, that lemon verbena is going to make them fight like dogs and break up a lot of friendships. With the combination of the poppy seeds and the brown mustard seeds, it's going to create a lot of heavy energy and tension over them now. Why? Because they don't know which direction to go. That confusion is causing confusion mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, in friendships, in the home, at work, even with their spending habits, so finances as well. So the next time you want to pick up some poppy seeds, think about exactly how you want to create the confusion among those around you. It can be combined with many different types of herbs. You can use the poppy seeds as well with black salt to confuse them from bothering you and creating any negativity and evil among you. It can be sprinkled in your hallway if you live in an apartment building. It can be sprinkled outside to stop the enemy. So there are many different ways you can use it. It can also be used to corrupt certain situations. The poppy seeds will be used to corrupt the ability to make well thought out decisions. So if it is a situation to where you want to send someone to do something negative, to harm someone, to create havoc into someone else's life, the poppy seeds are a great way to use to combine with different types of herbs and roots to create negative situations among them. So you can combine the poppy seeds with sour powder. You can combine it as well with destruction powder to create a lot of heaviness into the decisions they're going to make when it comes to others in their relationships, in their friendships, in their businesses, with their finances, just all around confusion into which they can't decide if this is a good decision and them actually going through with it. So now you'll have someone doing something and they're not fully aware that it's something bad because of the heavy confusion they have around them. You can use yellow and you can use purple to manipulate them, to create and coerce them to being negative to themselves, to contemplating negative thoughts as well. Black skulls can be used for that as well. You can use the devil candles as well. So the poppy seeds, what I recommend is combining them with other elements, oils, roots, and herbs, and not just using it alone. Because if you don't know what you're doing and you decide, okay, I'm gonna watch Magic's video, and Majichan said use poppy seeds, and you're gonna use them by themselves, and now the enemy knows that you're doing it because you didn't work it the correct way and you're not fully protected and cleansed. Whatever is coming to you now, you're gonna rightfully and fully deserve because you didn't listen and you didn't pay attention, and you're not trying to understand that there are certain ways that you should work certain roots, herbs, and items when dealing with hoodoo and magic, because you don't want the other person to know what you're doing. And poppy seeds alone are not just going to work by themselves. So if you just want to just work with them by themselves with no ritual and no spell, I don't necessarily recommend that. Because if it was that easy, then we all could pick up herbs and roots and oils and just throw them wherever and say this, and then they work automatically. Energy and power and strength has to be put into everything you do. And that same amount of energy and power has to be within you as well. So take your time, focus on what you want to do. Listen to this video again if you need to, and get things together to where they're better for you as you work them. For some of you, you may say, you know what, I'm going to put the poppy seeds in my own house and it's going to confuse everybody in there. You're going to be the only one confused, because that's the incorrect way. You don't want to have poppy seeds laying around your house, especially if you're building up energy and power and you've been working on spells. And if you're a beginner witch, take notes before you do anything. Take notes so that you can be fully educated, so when you're ready to work your next spell, you're fully prepared and you're fully prepped on what to do, how to do, and what to do it with. So like, subscribe, and stay blessed.